What's up, guys? See my brothers in the chat. Just got back from Ray's wedding. Yeah, my buddy Ray just got married. What a dork. So we are going to play D2, but I figured while we're waiting for everybody to roll in, we could watch this dope-ass fucking Tech Romancer intro. Tech Romancer! Oh, Jose Rodriguez, you got stood up? Well, if it makes you feel any better, you have now discovered who you don't want to spend the rest of your life with, right? And it didn't take very long at all. So, there's an upside, right? Ooh, Sir Silent of the Fogs. I like the new name. What's up, man? Dr. Scoops joined up as a channel member. Thank you very much, Dr. Scoops. Scoop it up, dog. Mr. DNT Infinity, what's up? Woke up this morning and all of my balloon was inflated all the way up to the ceiling. I mean, it sounds good. That sounds like a good thing. I'm hoping that... Fuck yeah, dude. Y'all think Shadows of Rose is worth it? Honestly, I would say more than anything, you're paying for the third-person mode in the main campaign. Shadows of Rose, it's okay. You could beat it in like 2 hours. You know, if you're good at playing Resident Evil 8, you beat it in 2 hours. So I didn't think it was the greatest story ever. There is one very emotional point in the story where you see a note that Ethan has written for Rose, and truly, I think that it's worth playing the DLC over that, but I couldn't, like, in good conscience recommend someone... Oh, fuck, I didn't... Hold on, we have to include this. Wait, here, hold on. We have to move our stuff over. There we go. I don't know if I could in good conscience tell someone, like, yeah, you should play this game for a single moment in the story that you might not even get much out of. Alright, we got a few things going on here. Silent Fog, re-upping after 15 months. 15 months of membership worth every cent, sir. Thank you very much, man. It's very, very much appreciated. Crocmaster McGee's Hex with Ometedo. Arigatou gozaimasu. Dylan Nelson, thanks for the $5, man. Welcome back. I've been gone for 2 weeks, not able to watch YouTube. This is the first thing I decided to watch. Hey, you couldn't have picked a better... No, that's not true. There's probably way better stuff to watch. Doc Salty, what's going on, man? How you doing? Damn, Ify's been a member for 31 months. Thank you very much. Thank you for re-upping, man. You are amazing. Okay, so... Is it bad I'm doing some programming when I should be chilling? I mean, that's probably justifying that fucking brand new job you got, right? Alright, so let's switch over to what we need to be doing. We want to reset. There we go. Dude, binging your RE retrospective series. Somewhat new to the series from RE2 Remake, and I got into YouTube creation and your content is inspiring. Oh, well, fuck yes. Listen, watching my content is dope. Watching my content and having it inspire you to make your own is fucking amazing. M4 Gaming for the win. What's up, dude? How you doing, Jimmy? You need to get your ass down to Tokyo. All right, so Jimmy, Ray is coming. Probably in more ways than one right now. But yeah, he's coming to Tokyo next week. We need to get your ass down here so you guys can hang out again. Super underrated fighter. Listen, you could say a super underrated before almost everything that came out on the Dreamcast. All right, so we are playing this on a real Dreamcast with a DC Digital HDMI mod and the mode ODE. I was having problems. My Dreamcast restarting itself, and I was like, oh, fuck, is it the power supply? I think it might have been that my SD card wasn't seated right in the mode, and I think I fixed it, but we're going to find out today, I guess. Why is there a 3A and 3B? That's strange. All right, let's start this up. Hope you have a wonderful night, fam. I know that ever since my wife and I got our own home together, 70% of our stress has dissipated. Well, fuck yes, dude. Honestly, same here. You want to make your life better? Move in with your wife. To Ultimate Snake, congrats on 160K. Thank you very much. I'm feeling that tonight. What's my watch telling me? It's time to stretch and be active. I'll listen to that. Jonathan Salcedo says, hello from the Dominican Republic. Fuck yeah, man. How you doing? I got a buddy that lives in the DR. Okay, are we starting? Okay, there we go. Good. I was about to say, fuck. Don't start fucking up immediately. All right, so I haven't played this since I was 20 years old on a Dreamcast emulator. So this is going to be interesting. I will tell you straight up front, we're going to have a lot of conversation about this, but this is not a survival horror game. It's a horror game for sure. But this is not survival horror. What do we got? Duddy. Probably it's either Duty or Duddy. Either way, thank you very much for the $5, man. You keep it up. Don't forget us when you're 1.6 million deep, Jared. Listen, I've said it once, I'll say it again. This is not the type of channel that hits 1 million subs. It's never going to happen. But that doesn't mean we can't work towards that goal, right? The only thing I remember from D2 was the penis stuff. Do you need to know anything else? I mean, that's pretty much it. Okay, so I assume we don't have to... We could just start the game and it will show us the opening movie. But now I'm paranoid that it might not. What the fuck? Alright, so... A little backstory that nobody cares about. The DC Digital lets me output 960p, which is just line doubled 480p that comes out of the Dreamcast, right? It looks amazing on 4K displays because it will essentially stretch from the top to the bottom with your display's built-in scaler. We have it at 960p now. If we put it on 1080p, you'll notice you just get a 1080p window with 960p inside of it. So you'll see this in a second. There we go. So you see how it's not touching on the top or bottom? I think I might prefer just the 960 film on the screen, but I'm not 100%. But we're gonna try this out today. I think I like it though. Yeah. All right, before we start, what's going on here? Kenji Eno's game can be a little bit hard to absorb the story, but honestly, the dude was like a rebel to make. Yeah. If there's one thing you can say, these games are incredibly unique for sure. Hey Jared, will you get a PSVR 2.0 for the upcoming Resident Evil 4 remake mode? Honestly, I'm still on the fence about VR. I still feel like it is not a mature enough technology for me to invest the kind of money that's required. And then when I do, I might have 3 games to play. And it seems I'll be locking myself to VR experiences on the PS5. And, you know, the PS5 is a powerful enough machine, but I would assume the majority of, like, beefy VR experiences would be found on PC. I mean, I just spent, like, way too much money building a new computer with a 4090 in it, and the amount of money I'd have to spend to use PSVR 2.0 and not have it be compatible with PC games, I don't know. There's a lot to consider there. I think the technology has to mature, honestly. D2 logo looking like some weird red jello. It's part of the... Oh, I didn't know it does this. I'll take it. The correct pronunciation is Dick Squared. I knew I was saying it wrong. I am the survival horror snob. That is true. Rebel Science says, how's life in Japan? Still feels exciting? It honestly does. It really, really does. I will say it's starting to set in now that we've been here for so long. We're missing our friends and family a lot, but you know, that's how it goes sometimes, man. So I'm going to have to make a trip to the States pretty soon. There's a hardcore fest that's going on in Florida pretty soon. I might have to go down there for that. What kind of Resident Evil is this? The Dreamcast kind. Daxter King, how you doing? Oh, wait, maybe we do have to watch the opening movie. Why the fuck would you do that? Okay, maybe we should reset.
You finally came to. 10 days have passed since that terrible accident.
God, this looks so good. I fucking love the DC Digital so much. You can see the dithering so perfectly. Okay, I'm gonna reset it so we could watch the opening movie. It'll kill me if I don't. Reset, yeah. I'll tell you what I have had stuck in my head since last night is Deftones' Digital Bath. Holy fuck. I forgot how much I love that song. I haven't heard that song in probably like 5 or 6 years. And my wife was cleaning upstairs listening to Deftones, and I can't get that fucking song out of my head now. Oh, whoops. There we go. And now that I've said it, like I'm thinking about it more. Guardian Beardizer says, this is one of the first Dreamcast games I ever owned. Oh, do you still have it? Because it's super expensive now. The label survival horror has been used up and worn out more than a retired hooker from Easy Straight, whose coochie was only a dime for a month's supply of grams. Maybe longer than that if you don't have the money to clear it up. VR has 15 and 25 years at least till it matures enough. I wouldn't say that long. I would say a solid 8 to 10 years, which is a long time. But to be honest, here's the thing. You have to give the technology so much time to mature, and it has to reach so much market saturation that the price goes down. Because right now, I think it's price prohibitive. It's a what's the word? It's a oh Christ, I can't think of the fucking, like an enthusiast technology right now, which is good. There's a place in the market for enthusiast tech, but I don't think it's ready for the big league, which would be mainstream adoption. Okay, let's see. What? Why would I need to insert disc 4 for the opening movie? Did I fuck up by playing disc 1 first? Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We'll reset. We'll load disc 4. We'll watch the opening movie, and then we'll load disc 1 to play the game, I guess. Jared said Coochie. I'll do it again, too. Where's Joe at, Jared? More people want her to stream. Oh, that's right. Okay. She was going to stream with me today, but she has to. So first off, today she went out looking for a place because my buddy who just got married, they want to have like their, not ceremony, but like celebrate, like party for their wedding. What's the after party? I don't know. Whatever. Like honeymoon. I don't know, something. They want to do like a sort of ceremony here in Japan. And she went out looking for places where that might can go down today, and I think we decided on Shinjuku Gyoen, but she's back now and she's doing cleaning because all of our friends are coming and we have friends staying at the house, and you know she doesn't want it to look all crappy, so she's cleaning right now. No, the intro is on disc 4. Right, that's so strange. Yeah, all right. Matic Epitone, thank you very much, man. We did it. We made it. Jared, are you a fan of Quentin Tarantino's movies? Yes, I can be. I think Quentin Tarantino seems to get a lot of like baseline approval from people when he has like really bad movies too. You give him credit for like sort of popularizing a style, but I don't think he's as flawless as most people seem to. I think his movies are very good though and very unique. So Eno did it for space. Okay, so I see. So I'll watch the intro. I wonder how many people played this game without seeing the opening cutscene because of that. So he wanted like a lot of gameplay to be packed into disc 1. I don't see why he couldn't organize it so that disc 1 ends earlier and disc 2 could continue, and then that way you could include the movie. But hey, it's not for me to question. All right, let's see what we get. House big for Japan. Friends can stay. No, we have one extra room, so we only have 2 friends that can stay with us. The rest of them are staying at Airbnb. I will say though, our house is, having 2 bedrooms is pretty good. I would say for Japanese standards, it's big for a Japanese house, I think. Although it would be nice to have more room, because what you guys are seeing is like half of my room right here. It's a very, very small room. Like if 2 of me were to put our arms out like this, we could touch hands and touch both walls without a problem. This is a quiet game. Let's turn this up. I can barely hear. All right, my man's bleeding out. Is that green blood? Uh-oh, all right. I feel like a streamer, like I'm reacting to stuff. Like, what's he doing? I can't... Is that blood green? I fucking hate streamers so much. All right, guys, we're in this. This is the intrigue. Oh, yeah, Josine says she does want to stream together on Tuesday, so that'll be fun. Interesting. So Disc 4 has a lot of videos on it. Does it also include like gameplay as well? This is a quiet fucking game. Pretty highly compressed cutscenes too, so I believe you that there's a lot on here. I have this volume cranked up like all the way in OBS. I'm still thinking of that fucking Deftones song. It's stuck in my head. K9 Gamer. Jared comes to save my day. As I watch this stream in my 38.5 Celsius fever. Oh, fuck, man. Damn, here's to feeling better. Hopefully we can help you forget a little bit of that at least. Okay, we have audio. We'll leave it right there. Played through the first D game as a fucking fever dream. I remember renting that game with a buddy and playing through it. And not really noticing how slow it took to activate cutscenes and move from one area to another. You know what I mean? Like, you were just like, what the fuck is going to happen next? How do I solve this puzzle? Right? And not so much like, oh, it's taking so long for this to happen, you know? Okay, so the Earth's immune system stopped a meteorite from hitting. I hope you guys are happy this is what Aerith did for you when she prayed to the live stream. El Bueno Ostrich changed his name to RE4 Dick Rider. Thanks for the $5, man. RE4 is the best game ever, and both the original and remake are without flaws. Well, man, that's just like, you know, your opinion. Can't believe we thought these graphics were cutting edge when we were kids. You know, I have always been of the opinion that cutscenes are like the coolest fucking... Like, CG cutscenes were the fucking coolest thing. So even up to the Dreamcast era, the Dreamcast generation of gaming, CG cutscenes were like a reward for getting to gameplay milestones for me. And I would keep my consoles hooked up via composite through a VCR so that I could record cutscenes as they came on. I'd have my VCR remote control right next to me, and I'd be playing, and then a cutscene start, hit record immediately. And I would have just VHS tapes filled with cutscenes. I might still have some of those around somewhere. Oh, that was creepy. That was the creepiest part of the game so far. David gifting out 5 memberships. Thank you very much, man. That's fucking killer. Hell yeah. So everybody who just became a member, just so you know, you got access to the Discord, and that's one of the key exploits is we won't kick you out if you're not a member anymore. So you're pretty much in forever.
Wow, sure is a pretty compact.
Let's turn this up a little bit for you guys.
You wouldn't want to lose it. It's from your mother, isn't it?
Oh, Jesus, that was creepy.
By the way, were you having a nightmare or something? You were mumbling and talking in your sleep. Are you all right? Well, I don't fly too well myself.
All right, stop being fucking adorably attractive, please. Jared, will you have that remake versus remaster versus reimagining thing in 2 weeks? Probably not, but I am capturing footage for it.
Shadow the final destroyer.
Hold on, sorry.
Shadow the final destroyer. Shadow the final destroyer. For the sake of creation, all must be, from chaos unto order. Shadow the final destroyer. Shadow the final destroyer.
Yeah, I am capturing footage for it, though. Cameron Culligan, what's up, man? Been a while. Can't stay as I'm already on the verge of passing out, but I just want to say what's up and hope you're doing well. Doing well as Joe. Now I'm going to rewatch your Last of Us video. Fuck yeah, dude. Have a good night, man. I'll talk to you later. Oh, fuck you.
Shut up. I said shut up.
They didn't even, no one said anything. They would already have decompressed the cabin by doing that. David, thank you very much for... Oh, fucking Jesus. I think that's $10. Either way, it doesn't matter how much it is. Thank you very much. Very much appreciate it. When I visit in 2023, we'll go to a bathhouse. I'm full of bad tattoos, so we'll have to start a fight with the local Yakuza that tries to kick us out at the beginning of our Gaijin Empire. What you have described sounds like the greatest thing that could ever happen. Thank you, man. Yeah, we absolutely will, though. I've been having a blast meeting up with people who've been visiting Tokyo, honestly. Like viewers and stuff. Oh, the resistance. Oh. Blast them. Get them. Yes. I could see why this was on a fucking... This is such a long opening. I thought it was just going to be like, oh, fuck, Air Marshal.
The final destroyer has come. The shadow has arisen.
Shadow the final destroyer.
This is the best movie I've ever watched in my life. We did chest 2 days ago and my chest is still fucked. Oh, it's so sore. Don't shoot the baby.
Shut up, I said.
Oh. Yeah. Blast him. The fucking brightness is pretty dark on it. I assume that has to do with the compression as well. Joshua Stanway, thank you very much for the $5, dude. Congrats on 160K handsome Jungle Rot t-shirt. It is indeed a Jungle Rot t-shirt. I fucking love Jungle Rot.
Hurry, come with me.
Oh, fuck. To the escape pod. Okay, I'm intrigued here. They got a nice little fucking mystery going. This screams pre 9/11. I mean, it's kind of fun. Listen, I'm not one of those guys like, oh, it's so unrealistic. But it's like, it is kind of funny. They had people shooting off fucking submachine guns at the ceiling of a plane and it not going down. Okay. So that is where we're starting from. Now I'm assuming we're going to have to insert disc 1. But listen, this is what we signed on for, guys. Bro, what is this game? So this is D2, Rayamo. Obviously the sequel to D on the Dreamcast. It's an incredibly interesting horror game from a guy who kind of excels at interesting setups and gameplay styles. Also, congrats, bro. Que pasa? Fucking thank you, man. Feeling pretty good today, honestly. You know what? Really and truly, like by the way, if you guys don't know, I put out a video today of Resident Evil clones, and people seem to be really getting into it, and that always makes me feel really good. The comments are really nice, which coming off of that RE4 remake stream and having people be really fucking mad at me because I noticed a low-res Dexter, it feels pretty good. D2, the big D. Is anyone else expecting Xavier Renegade Angel to show up? So I remember once I was on tour and we were in South Carolina. I think, oh, hold on, we're a little loud over here. You guys let me know if audio needs to be adjusted. So I think we were in South Carolina, and I don't, you know, I'm straight edge. I don't do drugs or drink or anything like that, but my entire band had gotten crazy high. And me and my buddy, who we always went on tour together, he did our merch. We were hanging out, and we were watching like Adult Swim, and Xavier Renegade Angel came on, and they were just blasted out of their minds. And that one weird psychedelic episode where they have like a Shakashiri showdown was going on, and my bandmates were fucking losing their minds. It was amazing. Horror game, I thought this was a shooter. How disappointing. Well, you do shoot in it, so you weren't too far off. What was the video game reviewed in your new videos? It's Echoes of the Living. The one that looked like very much like an RE game. That was it. King Grog, what's up, dude? Thanks for the $2, man. New mystery, where to DMC beef, and why no Power Stone. I do have Power Stone on here, but I'm to be honest with you, I never got into Power Stone as much as a lot of people did. I played it, like I rented it and played it a lot, but it was never one of those games where it was like, fuck yeah, Power Stone, dude. It was a really good display of the Dreamcast
Since that terrible accident.
strengths. It's like very colorful, bright,
I only found you the day before yesterday.
arcadey graphics.
You were lying in the snow, and I brought you here. You've been asleep for 2 days, you know.
Didn't the first D suck Major D? I mean, yes and no.
Figure it out. How did you manage to stay alive for 8 days?
Oh shit.
Looks like you were eating regularly too. So strange.
Game Dead Made Easy. Thank you for the $2, man. Your latest video is atrocious. That's better. You got to bring the balance back.
Anything?
I see.
I'm Kimberly. Kimberly Fox.
That's a dope fucking
talk to you
name.
more later. You must be tired.
Slick Silver, what's up? How you doing, man?
Seems like you were having a lot of nightmares too.
There's no hatred like modern day Christian love. I would say modern day Christianity is actually getting a little better compared to like 90s era.
What the?
Moral outrage Christianity. The green blood. You guys let me know if the audio gets too...
Looks like the nightmare isn't over. I'll take care of this.
Oh. He's got the gross mouth. You were like ready to kill him a second ago, and now you seem not up for the task. Blast him. I've seen where this goes. I've seen enough hentai to know what's happening here. Shoot the shotgun. Miss Fox. Also, did you guys notice the lighting from the window went through her chest? See how it's going through her? I don't want to be an asshole for pointing that out or anything, though. Oh, don't. No. Don't let it mouth fuck you. Oh, this is grody. I thought you... Why would you... This entire time you wouldn't shoot him? Is that a double barrel hunting rifle? What the fuck are we doing here? Fucking... Okay, so... Alright. Oh, I hit R trigger. Should I not have done that? Oh, I missed. I hit the A button. What was I to do here? Okay. Interesting. Man, the fucking frame rate is dropping right now. Oh, fucking blast him. Who's this guy? You know, the way this thing's acting is very much like The Thing, kind of like self-preservation, thinking logically. Dragon 9677. That's a new name. Thank you very much for the $10, man. We've all seen enough hentai to know what's happening, but we can't look away. That is how it goes. Slick Silver with $10. Thank you. Very much appreciated, guys.
Get out of here.
Just a minute. What do you think you're doing?
Get the hell
Great
outta
content that I've been... Oh, wait.
Wait.
And for later, great content I've been enjoying the past few years. Thanks, bro. Hey, man, have a good one. Very much appreciated, dude.
Come on. Didn't it look like flowers were blooming from that monster? You both saw it, and there's more just like it out there. He's not the only one.
What exactly
I wish I had hair
was that thing?
so that I could have a stripe shaped into it like
They
that.
might have been passengers from the crash. But the monsters got to it. And as you can see, they turn into...
Monsters?
Yeah. They blossom. They've turned into monsters too.
Get out.
Look, like I said,
I'll shoot. I swear I'll shoot.
look, unless we work together, we won't get out of here alive.
I will shoot.
All right, I'll go.
Now.
All right.
Oh, they're making an announcement outside my house.
But listen up. And listen good. You may be armed.
I think it's a politician.
There's only one way to tell whether someone's human or not. And that's by the color of their blood. Those things bleed green. But to see it, you've got no choice.
Graphics of this game, so old they bring back memories. You gotta love that Dreamcast style.
Fast because they'll be on you in a flash. We don't know much of anything yet. Should we shoot everything that looks like this creature? And what if it looks human and bleeds green? There may be monsters that bleed red for all we know. What are we supposed to do then?
Raziel,
Don't know
thank you
whether
very much for joining up as a channel member, man. Welcome.
has green blood. Maybe some are still human inside. Maybe they can revert back to humans again.
That sounds like something a monster would say, though.
We don't have any answers. All I can say is, survive. Get out of this godforsaken place alive. Be careful, both of you. Watch your back.
Sound like a threat to me. Shoot him.
I'm sorry.
Thoughts on the Condemned series? I really enjoyed the atmosphere and overall, like, paranoid
Damn it.
feeling of Condemned 1, and Condemned 2 went over the fucking... It jumped the shark in a way that few thought was possible. It's still fun, though. It's a good game. It's just ridiculous. Is it just me, or is the chick's lips extended way too far out? They are.
How to do it.
It looks very strange.
Feels the same way. Everyone who survived feels that way. They had no idea what to do. Maybe you're better off than others, not remembering anything.
How do you know she doesn't... You haven't talked to her.
Do you remember anything about Janny? Janny, the little girl I found you with. You were both lying there, in the snow, and you were trying to protect her. I brought you both back here, but she wandered off when I wasn't looking. She may know something about you.
You'd make a bad mom.
And she may still be...
Do you know about
just
Enemy Zero? It's a game of 4D2, same Loris, and she's a digital actress, apparently. Yeah, on the Dreamcast, right? Or, I'm sorry, the Saturn.
You won't be able to walk too far in the snow. And the area is surrounded by forest and a sheer drop, but...
If she doesn't eat macaroons, she's infected by zombies. Wait, only zombies would refuse good food, yeah. I just ordered a drink at a Korean fried chicken place. Had a really good macaroon with whipped cream on top. God, I love the Dreamcast video output. There's something about the way this console renders graphics that just fucking... Okay, so we kind of hit left to right, and it'll cycle us between... Yeah. Okay. Interesting. It's almost like an adventure game in that sense. No Nut November? Bro, I ain't gonna stop eating peanut butter for a whole month. Y'all... Yeah, I never... So, I mean, I think it's good probably to, like, not... Just to, like... Not to abstain from jerking off, but just, you know, to see if you could stop doing something that you like for a little bit so you don't become fucking addicted to it. But, I don't know. I never got into the No Nut November thing. And if I'm being totally honest with you, I don't know if I can go a full 30 days. It's not just because I have some kind of
I wonder if Janny was with you the whole
ideological issue with it. I'm just not sure I could pull it off.
I'm sure.
I mean, it probably would be easier if you were single, living alone, because then you could just not look at porn. But I live with my wife, and she's got a big butt, so there's not a lot I can really do. I mean, she would have to literally walk around the house in a hijab for me to not get turned on by her. And even then, maybe. Depending on how long it's been. Oh, fuck yeah. This is the most well-armed hut in human history. We have what looked to be a 30-06, a pump-action 12-gauge, and a fucking micro Uzi. Adolfo Guevara, thank you very much for the $20, man. Thank you. Thanks for the amazing content. Thoroughly enjoy your reviews and all the work that goes into them. That's much appreciated, man. I love making them, so it's fucking incredible that so many people get a kick out of them. Here's hoping I can keep that shit up and just fucking make videos that people enjoy watching. That being said, I am bound to just completely make a video no one cares about at some point pretty soon. Because that tends to be how it is. I just make the videos that I like feel interesting for me to make, and sometimes that lines up with what people want to see, and sometimes it doesn't. Which is fine though. That's the gamble you pay, you know? The gamble that you take. I can't think today. I haven't had a lot of sleep.
Never fired a gun before. Give it a try.
And waste ammo? Are you out of your fucking mind? Oh, now. Is that you're expecting me to shoot a defenseless rabbit?
You think it's cruel? I did to it first.
Oh shit, okay. Okay.
You know, I spoke with this Norwegian hunter in a tavern, and he said even rabbits and mice have killer instinct, and that there's no such thing in this world as absolute prey or an absolute predator. He also said that it's an energy, kind of a focused awareness that binds life together. So I guess we better stay on our guard at all times to survive. To feed
Ain't no one blaming you for not lasting 30 days.
the fuel of life was the way he put it. The reason
Imagination
why
only November. You know what?
body's strength is because the urge to kill
I think
energy of
we'll call that
life
a compromise. Imagination only. You can't use porn to jerk off.
Well, I guess what I'm trying to tell you is to eat a lot.
Flex it on the singles.
Come on. Aim straight and take a shot.
So I will say this. If someone were to not make it through the intro section of this game, I would understand. But I still like it. I got 2 meats. I'm beating both of them.
All right. You got it. Shoot that way. There's 2 more over there.
Okay. I'm not remembering any of this game, by the way, so this is going to be fun. Rack that shit. Alright, what do we got here? We're going for the kill shot. I can't be fucked with. Whoever lived in that cabin before was either ready to live or ready to die, maybe
You're
both.
way better than me. I think you've got what it takes to be a great hunter. You can put the game you caught in this portable cooker. It automatically cleans and cooks the meat. So you can eat whenever you're hungry. It's pretty good. Much better than stale bread. I'm gonna go get a little rest now.
So she's definitely infected, right? And I jerk both of them. Okay. So we're dealing with tank controls, and obviously that being the case, D-pad is the way to go. What do we got going on here? What do we have? A G-bomb. Straight up says G-bomb on it. Fuck yeah. G-bomb it up over here. Dude, I don't fuck around. I see something that I don't agree with, I am G-bombing it immediately. Okay, start is our inventory. I like the way this looks. Oh. Very cool style. I like it. We got our archive. Photo and hunting. So far, 3 hairs. That checks out. Oregon Trail 3D. It is very Oregon Trail-esque, isn't it? I am still, like, steady hearing Digital Bath in my head. I can't stop listening to that song on repeat inside my mind. I think congrats are truly in order on the 2 meets. True milestone. That's pretty good, right? Oh, fuck. That thing. Oh, that's gruesome. You gotta love the sound effects, though, for sure. Okay, so what are these squares? I'm trying to get, like, critical hits. But I don't know that that's going on. Come to where I am, please. Gotcha. Fuck yeah. Don't ever fuck with me. So how much ammo do I have for the submachine gun is a question. Are we dealing with limited ammo here? eyes. That's probably not supposed to be there, right? I wonder if that's something to do with the DC Digital or huh. Okay, well, there certainly is something that I'm missing out on. I wonder what's causing that. That's strange. Maybe the ISO file that I'm using for this game. The problem with Schrodinger's cat bit is, for one, Schrodinger never meant for it to be taken seriously, and two, us, the cat, is both dead and alive. Well, that's the whole point of Schrodinger's cat, right? Or was I a Sons of Anarchy fan? I honestly really like that show a lot. A lot of people who are like actually like in NPCs, they really hated how Sons of Anarchy kind of portrayed MC life, because it is there are not quite as many swastika tattoos in Sons of Anarchy as there is in an actual motorcycle club. But I thought it was a good show. It was a fun little fantasy deal. I liked it. I loved that the targeting systems in the late 90s had squares. Oh, man. You don't get much better than that, right? Okay, so simultaneously, until I observe it, the human is simultaneously both alive and dead from heart attack until it opens the box and I observe it. I mean, yeah, I think that makes sense. So that's the Schrodinger's cat thing goes both ways. Both the observer and the observed are unaware of each other until... You might be onto something there. Most people think Deftones has only change as a hit. Oh, man. Well, see, I'm an old motherfucker, so I kind of grew up with Deftones. Shut Up and Drive. Shove It. An E-card. Fuck. We don't have one. Yeah, I remember Deftones in the we're not new metal, but we're going to play new metal phase. And then Deftones sort of became... like a combination of sort of psychedelic shoegaze mixed with, wow, would you describe Deftones style? Because they are pretty fucking hard to describe. Not ambient, but maybe droney in a lot of ways as far as guitar work goes. Oh, man. Oh, you fucked it up. Ron Perlman was the main highlight of Sons of Anarchy, not the Kurt Cobain knockoff. He was good, for sure, but I kind of like that guy. I forget his name. Dario Romero's remastered concerts. Welcome back, man. Thanks for the $10, dude. Man, I love DS Remake, but they blew the Nicole's Dead reveal. All of the effort to give Isaac a voice, and you don't give Gunnar the chance to act his heart out in that scene. Such a waste. That's a good point, actually. I didn't think about that. I mean, it is the same as the original, but in the original, he couldn't speak, so. Well, at least we know our main character's not infected. She's got red blood. I keep seeing these health containers, but I can't fucking interact with them, and I don't like it. I do not like it. Oh, my fucking chest. They've always been post-hardcore to me. Post-hardcore. You know, okay, I think post-hardcore is more of stuff like The Refused. Like, sort of like scenester, heavy, emo-inspired type of music. I feel like post-hardcore. Like, it's that experimental, heavy music with knowledge of the hardcore scene. So you sort of like are free to experiment with a lot of stuff. But I don't know, like Deftones, I mean, more dreamlike, more shoegazy than anything. Very melodic droning as far as the guitar work goes. It's hard to describe them, honestly. Dylan Nelson with $10. Thanks again, man. I feel swastika tattoos aren't that common in real life anymore. I've only seen one in real life on a dude bicycling in the street. Keep in mind, my parents were meth dealers that sold to MCs. I mean, not here where I am. I don't think that there's many here in Tokyo, but when I lived in South Florida, you would see guys. Well, the thing is, the Mongols existed in South Florida for a while, and then when nobody's gonna fucking know who the fuck 5'9" is. So when SOSF started their MC component, you would have a lot of people who were in other MCs sort of showing up and joining up. So you pretty much, you had a decent enough chance of I don't know what those things do. No, Jared, shoot him. There we go. Yeah, so you'd see a couple of people with like swastika tattoos, but I would say if you were going to judge it against the general population, the amount of people with swastika tattoos that belong to a motorcycle club is disproportionate compared to regular people. Ooh, Dario Ramirez, I didn't even see that. Sorry, man. Thank you for the $2. Also, happy 160k subs, King. Thank you very much, dude. Much appreciated. Man, this style of game is funky as fuck. Like, 2 meets and the point screen after combat, so have such a unique feel. Congratulations on the 160k. Thank you, man. Honestly, this game feels like what it is, which is a Dreamcast, like, arcade title. Okay, so I can't use these items from here, it seems. And we can save anywhere? Interesting. Okay. I wish I could see this text on the right. I'm sure it's just describing stuff, but I can't do anything from here, so I'm assuming. Probably. Now, what do our buttons do here? Oh, I can use my rifle. Okay. I see. Okay. There we go. We're figuring this shit out. Ah-ha-ha. Okay, I'm figuring this shit out as we go. We're doing it here. The Mongols. Oh, not mongrels. The Mongols. But yes, the mongrels would describe our Discord very well. SOSF are neo-Nazi affiliated? No, but they took in members that used to be Mongols, that used to be Hell's Angels. And what a lot of people don't understand is the whole... there are people in MCs with swastika tattoos that aren't white supremacists. It's literally just part of the culture, which I know is going to sound so fucking stupid to a lot of you, and it is. Like, I get where you're coming from here, but there are people with like swastikas over their elbows that will go to hardcore shows in Florida and have, you know, like fucking black and Mexican friends and think nothing of it. It's just a part of the culture. It's very odd to explain to people on the outside. It's very strange, and I understand if right now you're thinking I'm just talking shit, like I'm lying. I promise you it's true. Raziel with $5. Thank you, man. Hey, Jared, thanks for the awesome content. I just recently moved to Tokyo and wanted to know if you recommend any games released only in Japan. Dude, fuck yeah. I just recently moved to Tokyo, too. That's sick, dude. Hold on one second. Let me... okay, games only in Japan. That's kind of tough. Okay, so there is an RPG for the Sega Saturn, Raziel, called Walk-In Rotor. It was never released outside of Japan. It's a very good strategy RPG. It's sort of like Camelot's Shining Force games on the Sega Saturn, where it's like 2D sprites on the world map, but when you go into a fight, it it initiates like a 3D cutscene, I guess you could call it. Kind of like the Fire Emblem games. It's very good, and it recently got a fan translation. I would say for sure that's one you want to look at. No, I want to use the rifle, though. How do I... Let me... So I guess I can't use the rifle. But I don't know how... Do I have enough ammo? Is there even limited ammo for the submachine gun? Alright, where's my man coming? See, what I'm trying to do is like conserve ammo, and I don't know if that even matters. Best sound effects I've ever heard in my life. Rayamo says, later, bro, keep it up. Thank you, dude. I just got to level up, and it's because of you. Deftones only had hit BS. Digital Bath, Night Party Change, Hexagram, Minerva. Need I see more? What do you mean, though, hit BS? They have much better song. Well, not much better. Minerva is fucking amazing, without a single doubt. But they definitely had more going on than that. I can't even ride a bicyclette. I'm out of the Jared MC. Fuck. I need shooters in my crew, man. I can't lose you. Can you still find laser discs in Japan? Yes, you can. I came across some in a weird side street shop in Akihabara like 3 weeks ago. Bucky Jack Rabbit. Okay, I get it. All right, I'm following you. Says, good morning from Romania. Oh, nice. I have been dreaming about D2 for some time, only to wake up to you streaming it. What the fuck? We're connected. It's up here, man. Ferris Nagatome? Or Nagatome, you never know. It could go either way. Thank you very much for the $5 either way. Yo, Jared, playing that game Lunacid. It's an indie tribute to Kingsfield. Oh, like first-person dungeon crawler, kind of like proto-Dark Souls type of deal. All right. By the way, since you're in Japan, give Kyushu a visit. Cheers. I definitely want to visit Kyushu for sure. When me and Josine, my wife, for those of you who don't know, used to visit Tokyo, we kind of... We tended to not leave Tokyo because... It was my fault, really. Because I was on vacation and I didn't want to like travel while I was traveling, essentially. It sounds so dumb, but it you know what I mean? Like I was just like, fuck, it's going to take a while to get there. And we already have all of our luggage at the Airbnb or the hotel or whatever. So now that we live here, we're going to start using the opportunity to travel more around Japan. The only problem is that we're in school now, and we never have any fucking time to do anything, so it's all backfired, but that's how it goes sometimes. Okay, we need to catch some more food. Alright, so I guess the rifle is used when we're hunting. That's what I'm assuming. I really, I don't mean to keep droning about this, but I cannot get Digital Bath out of my head. That is such a fucking dreamlike song. I love it. Dylan Nelson, $5. Thanks again, man. Okay, so the old Marine Corps scout sniper, Lou used to be the he used to have the SS bolts. Oh, I see. Okay, so the symbol for it used to be the SS bolts. It was common to see Marines around the base with SS tattoos that weren't white. Oh, I gotcha. I think a lot of people that spend a lot of time on the internet tend to think that things are very black and white, and you know, they've heard this or that, so they're like, oh, well, that's the way the world is. And I think people with like a lot of real life experience tend to go out there and see that there are a lot of shades of things, and a lot of the stuff you thought was set in stone tends to be very in flux all the time. Oh, there's a fucking crash site. I don't know. She said it's been 8 days. Would that light still be going off after 8 days? Anybody who survived a plane crash, please let me know. Hunty Mo, what's up, dude? Have you ever heard of the band Nothing? They're a shoegaze band with hardcore background. Ooh, I like that a lot. I've been getting into shoegaze lately, too. I mean, I've always kind of been a fan, like 90s, like shoegaze style, but lately I've been getting into like modern shoegaze, and I really like it. See, I knew you were sneaking up on me, but I couldn't do anything about it. See, how would I have avoided that? There has to be like a manual reload button, I assume. LT Showcase, what's up, dude? Nice video, thank you. Damn you and finding all these new gems. You know, if you think it's bad for you, I'm the one who has to go out there and fucking... These games are in my collection now, too. I'm just trying to make it so that everybody who collects video games never stops. Every time he says my wife, that scene from American Gangster plays in my head with Denzel Washington. What scene? No band can beat John Bon Jovi. Wait, Bon Jovi, sorry. We've got to sing it, Jared. Halfway there. You know, I just watched a meme with that song in it, and I can't get that out of my head either. Living on a prayer, take my hand, and we'll make it, I swear. Bon Jovi's got some bangers. Honestly, even that one song, the It's My Life. It's my life, it's now or never. I really like this game's graphics. What is shoegaze? It's a style of music that's ambient and droney. The guitars sort of have a dissonant melody to them, where the guitar is more rhythm focused, and they tend to play make a soundscape that's doesn't have a lot of peaks and valleys as far as like crescendos go, but instead it sort of creates a very... It's so hard to explain shoegaze. It's like a straight line from beginning to end, and it's just sort of meant to just be something that keeps up a very solid pace and doesn't alter itself a lot as far as like moving the action of the song up and down. You just sort of have a very... I mean, really, droning is the right word for it. It's a very droning, melodic, rhythmic sound that continues in a straight line. That's the best way I can describe it. I don't know a lot of musical terms, so I kind of use like how stuff makes me feel. Ooh, the gore. See, now, why would she be in her underwear? You got to ask yourself. Dario Romero's remastered concerts. Thank you for the $2 and always making me read that long name every time you super chat. Lush is the GOAT shoegaze band. So let me see who I listen to here, because I don't know them by name. I only have a playlist going. Let's see who I listen to. I think I listen to Lush, though. Oh, my chest. This is going to hurt so bad. Oh, fuck. Oh, we worked on, like, the bottom of your pecs. And I'm going to have some really defined boobies very soon, I promise you. Oh, why is it not coming up? Oh, here we go. It's coming. Hold on. Let me look at my shoegaze playlist. All right, so right now, Narrowhead, Nothing, and Greet Death are like the big players in my playlist right now. And also this Japanese band called Ill or Isle. I think it's Ill. It's ILL. They have a lot of shoegaze stuff, although I wouldn't say that like overall they're a shoegaze band. David, you're talking about clowncore. I don't know why, but I fucking like it. Jerry karaoke stream. We just went to karaoke the other day, and that'd be really fun. I'll tell you, I can hit some surprising high notes that you wouldn't maybe think hearing my voice. Like that one song from Mulan, I'll Make a Man Out of You, or Mysterious as the dark side of the moon. I could belt that. We just did that the other day and it was fun. Yeah, it would be crazy fun to do like a karaoke stream. The only problem would be, you know, you couldn't do it because of copyright. Although it's all just like MIDI stuff, so maybe? I don't know. Okay, so I can't do anything here, but I don't think it's letting me leave. Okay, there we go. Let's get down to business. Da, da, da. Dun, dun. Whoa, playing with no hair. You guys are going to feel dumb when I have hair one day. And you find out I was just keeping my hair short as a fashion statement. It's all on purpose. Shredder, best fucking Mulan song. It is. It's a killer song. And you know what? I wouldn't consider myself like a big like Disney guy. Like, fuck yeah, I love Disney. That's a really good fucking movie, Mulan. Is Smashing Pumpkins My Bloody Valentine shoegaze? Smashing Pumpkins can have songs that I would say dips into the territory of shoegaze, but I wouldn't say My Bloody Valentine. But you're heading in the right direction though, and that's good, right? Like you're sort of, I think you're understanding the concepts. You gotta love those sound effects. There's a fantastic JP band called Mass of Fermenting Dregs. Shoegaze adjacent, female fronted. Okay, that's a fucking name that requires a listen. Let me copy this real quick so I can open up a new tab. This is what I do when I get recommendations during stream. You just gotta open a tab. Mass of the Fermenting Dregs. I don't like it. Alright, new order. Let's see what we get. Well, not now. I don't want to get dominated with fucking copyright strikes at the moment. Wait, you already fought the waitress boss fight? No. Have I ever listened to the 1975? I don't really get into them. They kind of sound like, oh fuck, no one's gonna get, nobody listens to the Crows, but they kind of sound like the Crows, right? Let's get down to business and shoot some hares. Gonna wait, why? There's another one, right? No, I guess not. Mulan was so great. Huge fan of the original growing up, and it really resonated with me. Yeah, I mean, the music was great. It had a good story. Eddie Murphy. I mean, what else can you... Benny Girkman joining up at the fucking... I think that's the highest tier. Thanks so much, man. I don't know what I did to deserve both the positive and negative aspects of Benny Girkman, but I'm appreciative. Who the fuck is Jared? Local dummy. That guy that got in trouble for finding the low-res textures in RE4 Remake. Oh no! I dropped my controller. What the fuck is D2? D2 is... I don't think I can answer that question. I'll tell you this. D2 is a game that you play when you're thinking of the Deftones. Because that's how I'm doing it right now. Live action Disney remakes are so terrible and they make so much money. Oh, they really do well. I haven't seen any now that I think about it. Would you count The Lion King as live action, or is that like CG more? I feel like it sort of fits with the general theme of Disney sort of making live action versions of their animated films, though, right? 92 Green has the true question, the real question, hitting the hard stuff. As a former Florida man, are you missing your firearms? Japan is cool, but I love my guns. It'd be hell of a sacrifice. It sucks not having my fucking guns, dude. You are hitting the nail right on the head. I mean, on one end, if I was going to make an argument, it would be that I am very unlikely to ever need a firearm in Japan. But on the other hand, the whole point of having a firearm is because in the slim 0.001% chance that you may need it, right? Like anybody who owns a gun doesn't own a gun because they're very, very likely to get robbed, for the most part, the vast majority of people. But they own a firearm because if something wacky and unexpected and out of the ordinary does happen, they're prepared for it. And it does feel very weird not having my guns on me. But, you know, that's kind of part of the process. You make a sacrifice to live somewhere you truly want to live. And if that's not accepted here, or that's not part of the rules here, I got to accept it. I'm a guest here, and I do have to kind of abide by the rules as they're given to me, whether or not I agree with them. And in this case, I don't. But, you know, that's how it goes, man. It sucks. Shitty situation, but what are you going to do? Jose Rodriguez, you going to call tonight? Well, thanks for coming out, man. Much appreciated. Okay, Lion King CG/live action remake is one of the highest grossing films of all time. Wow. How did I not know that? That's insane. I thought it, like, fucking died because nobody talks about it. Libby said, you mean this game isn't an adaptation of D2, The Mighty Ducks? God, it would be so much better if it was. You know what? We're going to try that fucking grenade out. Hold on. No. What? Okay, this. No. Okay, I was about to say. Oh, what? That's sick as fuck. Hell yes. Just in case this other guy didn't die, though. Almighty Unk says, I miss you, the RE Kratos. Oh, fuck yeah, I'll take that. Hit the airsoft shooting range yet, Jared? No, there is one in Shinjuku, but I feel like I don't want to because it's just a approximation of shooting guns, and I just want to shoot real guns. I'm gonna visit Florida pretty soon. There's a hardcore fest that's going on. I think it's Florida Rules Fest. No, I forget what the fuck it's called. It's some fucking hardcore fest. I think I'm gonna come down for that, injure a bunch of people, and then go shooting. You can buy non-functioning replicas of guns in Japan, then you could just pretend with your voice. I mean, that's always an option. It's not ruled out. Yeah, and I know how to fucking reload now, so what are you gonna do? It's Y, by the way. I've replaced the Deftones Digital Bath with that Mulan song in my head now. Did you ever no-hit Steve Hulk on Code Veronica? No, I didn't. I wanted it so bad. You guys have no idea how much that defeated me. I wanted it so bad. C. Good says, I gotta admit, it's sort of surreal for me to be chilling in chat after realizing that I started watching your videos since you talked about one of my personal favorites, Binary Domain. Oh, wow, that was a long time ago, huh? Wow, fuck. I made that video a very long time ago. I have to personally apologize to anybody who used to watch my old content. It's so bad. In Reserve Productions. Injure? Oh, yeah. Yeah, when I go to hardcore shows, I fuck people up. It's fun. Which sounds really bad. But that's because it is. And you shouldn't do it. It's just for adults. Can I wake you up? Oh, slide in bed with her. It's the relationship we need.
Hi. I guess you didn't find Janny.
Okay, this is going to be really mean, but you know what? her protruding mouth reminds me of? The weird roach things in Terraform Mars. Dylan Nelson, another $5. Thank you so much, man. I like to take the 3,000 clippings per second crowd to the range with me and prove them wrong. 3,000 clippings per second. What are we talking about there? I think I found Jared through his upscaling videos. Oh, nice. I'm still kind of proud of my Framemeister versus OSSC video.
Use this key to open the cabinet inside.
Oh, fuck, okay.
I locked it because I didn't want the monsters to get any of the weapons in there. Be careful.
I was going to make a video on like the OSSC versus the RetroTink versus the Framemeister, but it's such a fucking non-competition. The Tink 4K or the Tink 5X just wins in every single conceivable metric, and I don't know. It would just be a video saying you should use the RetroTink 5X, and that's it. That's the point of the video. It's just that. All My Young says, I love you, dog. Finna finish the RE Clone Veil. Fuck yeah, dude. Jared, have you heard 2 of RE's characters are coming to Fortnite? If you know me, I'm not a fan of Fortnite. I'm very happy to have people around me that aren't fans of Fortnite, by the way. That's very good. Having gritty characters like Leon and Claire just don't fit with the aesthetics. I mean, I agree to like a certain degree, yeah. But, I mean, you know, Claire was also in a snowboarding game on the PS1, maybe PS2, I forget. But it's not out of the... I don't think it's out of the question to take Don't Fight Dance. But yeah, of course. Well, I mean, you know, the fights might happen. You can't. But, no, hold on. Sorry. I need to finish mine. Okay, got him. Nice. Yeah, I don't think it's outside of the question to have like characters in a serious like Resident Evil series show up outside of that series doing things. 3,000 clipazines versus. Really, I think you should take anybody who's anti-firearm to a gun range, honestly, and allow them to shoot guns for themselves and see how responsible you have to be in handling them. You know what I mean? That there's a lot you can learn just from actually putting your hands on something you don't like. And they may still not like firearms in the end when they're finished, but, you know, you tried, they tried. You can't ask for a more fair outcome than that. Yeah, I don't think it's too crazy to have characters from Resident Evil show up in different series that are a little ridiculous or kooky or cartoony or whatever. I mean, it's like a spin-off. You should allow the series to have fun when it's not involved in like your main core titles. For example, like RE Survivor. You're free not to like RE Survivor, Gun Survivor, the first one. But I mean, it's a first-person game. It's doing things that's different, and if it was a main Resident Evil title, it might bother me. But, you know, it's not, and it's something kind of like fun and different you could fuck around with, and it's just like, it gives you a little creative freedom. I think that's good for a series. You know, like Heather from Silent Hill 3 shows up in Dead by Daylight, I want to say. One of those, like, horror games. Like online horror games. And that's not a big deal. I mean, you know, it's definitely not Heather's style. It's not Silent Hill's style, that game. But yeah, it's a fun little side thing. It doesn't have to be something that you take super seriously, I think. And yeah, I tend not to worry too much about, like, auxiliary stuff out on the sidelines of stuff. Like, as long as it's not the main Resident Evil series, Leon does the Fortnite dance in it, I think we'll be okay. See Good with $10. Thank you very much, man. $10 for 9 years, $9 for the time I spent watching $1 to Grow. Much appreciated, dude. Hell yeah. Here's hoping in another 10 years I'll still be doing YouTube and enjoying it as much as I do today. In Reverse Production says, I don't know, it sounds kind of gay to me. Everything does. It's all gay. Every single thing you could possibly do. That's you see, you have to realize the secret. In the sense that everything is gay. And we all are. And once you realize that, you'll be the most powerful person on earth because they can no longer hurt you. Wasn't Jill in MVC 2 and 3? Jill... Chris and Wesker was in 3. Was Jill in 3? Yeah, she was. She was DLC, yes. And she was in 2 as well. She used to be my brother when he played MVC 2. Jill was one of his mains. I'll never forget Solid Snake in that one skateboarding video game. You can unlock a skateboarding minigame in, I think, MGS2 Subsistence? No, Subsistence was 3. I forget, but either way, they made it in the Metal Gear Solid engine, so they put it in the game. I had the Silent Hill 3 plot twist spoiled for me by Dead by Daylight. That does suck. That is not good for sure. Although when you think about it, Pyramid Head Pro Skater would be... You're absolutely correct. I really wish that lasted longer. Okay. So we open that. Maybe now we try fucking around with that crash site. Jordan Roth. I always try to make sure that the TH and the K are pronounced there, and it makes it really hard. Thank you for re-upping, man. Been 13 months. Could have had a kid together, you and I. Loving the content, brother. Keep killing it. Well, thank you, dude. With help from people like you, that is exactly what I intend to do. Oh, fuck. Josine, if you're watching the stream right now, you may want to look away, because I'm going to have to shoot some rabbits. You're not going to like it. God damn, I cannot stop thinking about that fucking Deftones song. There is a surprising amount of variety in the enemies in this game, and that's pretty impressive, honestly. Yo, I fucked your eye up, you idiot. Don't ever fuck with me. I see what you mean. I like playing as Snake in MGS2 Subsistence. There's a skateboarding mode. The Subsistence, that was it. Thank you. Reminiscent of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, we can play as Raiden or Snake. Yeah, I mean, you know what I like. You have something that's sort of different and out there, and it would suck if that was part of like the main story of a mainline entry. But if they're just messing around and it's a side story, or maybe like a spin-off, or it's in a different series altogether, I don't know. I tend not to be too upset by things like that. You sort of let the series that you love make money in stupid ways or whatever, as long as they're not fucking with your bread and butter, you know. If you're here watching the stream, like, Resident Evil is probably you probably love it. And I would understand if you're pissed off because maybe RE Village plays so differently from like mainline Resident Evil games, or RE6, whatever it is. You probably have a good reason to be upset about that. But as far as seeing like Resident Evil characters in media that you don't like and stuff, like, I get it, but it's probably it's not that big of a deal, I think. Ooh, it's so shaky. Fuck. I scared him off. No, come on. We can still salvage. No? Fuck. One gun for the monsters, one for the rabbits. I feel like I could hunt better with the Uzi, right? Okay, so Substance was 2. Subsistence was 3. Okay. I'm glad that Kojima didn't make that naming scheme really hard for people to understand, because that would have been a nightmare. What Deftones song? Yeah, David. Digital Bath. Digital Bath. I remember when it came out. Back when it came out, you could still find music videos on MTV2, which just saying MTV2 has dated this stream incredibly. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Oh. Why am I making these noises? Please. Oh, you shit. You shit. Hold on. I got you. I fucking have you in my crosshairs. This is a nightmare. Fuck. I want this. Let's zoom out. Let's zoom out. Maybe can we shake less every... No. Zoom in all the way, then fuck it. Please. Why are you in constant motion? What is wrong with you? Yo, Oh, I want that so bad. Dario Romero's remastered concerts with $2. Thank you, man. Okay, so MGS2 Substance. Yes. Subsistence is 3. I feel, you know, honestly, you guys get the wrong idea of me, and it's sort of my fault. When I stream, I can't fucking think of anything. I'm usually a pretty good repository for useless knowledge. But when I stream, it's like there's nothing comes to mind. It's awful. Anyways, yeah, I remember back when you could find the Digital Bath music video on MTV2. And even the music video is a little sort of dreamlike with its like night vision filter and like weird kind of like analog recordings of like tour footage and stuff and slow motion. It's very cool. God, I'm gonna watch that music video as soon as I get done streaming. But wow, Bullwinkle's fast as fuck, boy. Silent Hill X Jackass. Admit it. You'll all play that. Hey, this is Johnny Knoxville, and this is Existential Crisis. Cut to Wee Man running from nurses. I would watch it. We would all watch it, honestly. You need to lower your sensitivity, it looks like. No, that's fucking... I don't even know that I can. Hold on, let's see. You might be... I don't even think I can access settings here. By the way, we should save for sure. Deftones' White Pony album is fucking in the shower music. I like that description. That's good. I like that. Streamer brain affects us all. It does. And I got a fucking terminal case of it. I think I get what they were going for, or what he was going for, by having the character kind of bop up. Like she's trying to run through the snow, as opposed to just effortlessly gliding through it, but it feels weird. The bobbing up and down constantly. Oh, fuck. 2 motherfuckers. Get ready to get fucked. Where's your fucking weak point? Probably inside that weird arm thing of yours, right? Yeah, I'm too good. You never stood a chance against me. I'm gonna slam my beer like the uncle that I am. Dude, fuck yeah. Anyone want a page error to do Metal Gear Solid, the Twin Snakes on extreme mode, no radar? I'll send you a sub, first person who does it. Man, I don't really like games that are super hard, and I don't like making games really difficult, honestly. I mean, I'll play games on hard mode, like Dead Space, for example. I think you probably should play on hard mode. Normal's a little too easy, but I don't know. I mean, I love Twin Snakes, honestly. I think that game gets shit on undeservedly. But I don't know if I'm good enough at stealth games to fuck around on that level. Been getting super into Neo Soul recently as well. Neo Soul, what kind of music is that? Hold up, let me take care of the fucking... Take out the trash real quick. How am I to stop this then? Oh, is there like 3 of them maybe? No? Maybe it's just him. Maybe there is. There might be another one. There is. It was a secret. Can I see my bullets? I think I could see my bullets flying out of the gun. That's honestly kind of cool, I won't lie. Probably hop into Periphery and Tools soon, otherwise I'll just forget and never do it. You know, honestly, Periphery can be good. I don't like vocals in Periphery songs, though. I kind of like... I try to dig up instrumentals of Periphery songs. But I like Tool a lot. I think Stinkfist is, like, one of the best examples of emotion in a song through lyrics alone. Because the music in Stinkfist is very good, but there's something about the lyrics that just instills some kind of weird subconscious emotional reaction to me. Dobu, look who's fucking back in the States. What's up, man? Spray and pray. Listen, that's the tactic I'm best at. Fuck. I think I found another grenade, right? Yo, I got his eye real fucking good. So there's like quadrants they can move into, I see. Yo, he's fucking running. Yeah, you don't like that, do you? Fucking asshole. So even if you hit in the right section, you have to hit when there's like a red square going on. I'm trying to find like the fucking... the critical hit. What? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Who cares? What the hell's the point of this game? I'm genuinely confused. It's probably just because I don't know where I'm going. Don't judge the game on me. Morgan Smario, what's up, dude? Wanted to jump in and say, hey, y'all. Hope you guys have a good night and stream. Well, thank you, dude. Tool was revolutionary. Yeah, there wasn't anything like Tool at the time. That's why I think the 90s was one of the most beneficial as far as music evolution goes. There were so many bands doing so many just fucking unique new things with music back then. The 90s was a time for experimentation, and instead of somebody found something that worked and then everybody mimicked it, it was someone found something that worked. How far can we go to the opposite direction? Like, how can we do this in a way that's different? You know what I mean? Even with stuff that was pretty commonly, how would you say, copied, like I don't know, your fucking typical what the fuck was that kind of... What the fuck is the name of that goddamn music? Oh, I'm gonna get so fucking mad about this. It was called... grunge. It took me so long to think about that. Even with grunge, which was kind of like a style that people did tend to like go after, you can't tell me that there's a musical similarity between Pearl Jam and Soundgarden. You know what I mean? Like, those were such fucking separate sounds. And then compare that to Nirvana. Incredibly different music, even though for some reason... That's why I don't like the idea of, like, grunge as a genre. It's like, it's not. It's just... It's a description for bands that rose to prominence playing alternative music that qualified somewhere in the neighborhood of, like, rock. But I don't like... Either way, the point is, you had bands like Primus, Pantera, Mazzy Star, Bjork. You know what I mean? Like, really interesting and unique stuff, and it was all going on at the same time. And you couldn't say that any of it was derivative of anything else. Like, it was just unique, incredible music. Like, who would you even compare Primus to? Nobody still makes music like Prime is. And they inspired a bunch of people to be creatively interesting like they were. So I feel like that was the best moment for music to evolve as a medium, was the 90s. It's just allowing people to be incredibly weird and experimental with their work. I never got my Sigma God shout out in a video. That is actually a good point, Benny Gerkman. I tell you what, I'm working on a script right now. I'll put you in it, I promise. If I'm going to be totally honest with you, and this is not going to surprise you, Benny, but I forgot that I put that in. Like, I wanted to include stuff because I need to use that magic stick right now. Anyways, I wanted to include stuff that, like, you know, people would feel like they get some kind of a value out of subbing, but because so few people ever use that, I don't know, it might be just you and one other person, honestly. I kind of forgot what I had in there. Wait, did you... I thought I heard something behind me. Oh, fuck. No. He's standing still. We have to take it. You son of a bitch. He saw that I pulled my gun out. You're a fucking asshole. Oh. If the tree wasn't in the way, I bet that would have been it. I bet that would have fucking been it. Oh, I'm so fucking mad now. Nirvana sounds cool, said Chris Cornell and Eddie Vedder. I don't like Nirvana at all, to be honest with you, but I fucking love Soundgarden. And while I don't exactly love Pearl Jam, they're definitely not bad. They're pretty good. But I would say Soundgarden is the best out of the quote-unquote grunge movement. I just, man, I hated... Grunge as a music style really pissed me off because... At the time, everybody credited grunge with ending, like, arena rock, hair metal, 80s style heavy music. And it's like, I mean, Pantera, Slayer, Cannibal Corpse, fucking predated those, predated Nirvana. So I don't think, like, I hate it when people give them undue credit for shit they didn't fucking do. It's like, hey, you were responsible for a style of music that was very popular and... it like caught on with a lot of people and a lot of people enjoyed your sound. That's fine. Okay. I'll give you that. But you can't say you killed off hair metal because heavy metal did that on its own. Didn't need any fucking help from you. You should have a $250 tier where we just we just tell you how to run the channel for a month. You cannot do a worse job than me. There's no fucking, honestly. No love for Alice. Alice in Chains. I fucking love Alice in Chains, but that's another band people tend to call... Alice in Chains is more like the blues than they are fucking grunge. Grunge was called the Seattle Sound back then, and I feel like that's more accurate than fucking grunge. Spreading the love. I feel like... Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I guess it's a good thing I fucking saved a little while ago. All right. I'm not going to lie to you. That R looked like an N for a second, and I thought it said you penis something. Jared Son, I'm curious, with RE4 coming out, would the day or eve of its release, so RE5 co-op, I would honestly, I'd have to see. I can't really do much of anything for the next few weeks because my friends are going to be coming and I don't know what we're going to be up to. Oh God, my chest. So I haven't seen my friends from Florida in such a fucking long time. So I'm not really sure what we're going to be getting up to, and I can't tell you when I can and can't stream or like what schedule I'm going to have. And I also have finals coming up next week, which I'm woefully underprepared for. Oh, wow. Yo, this is... I don't know if I could show you this on webcam, but the VMU shows like a compass. And it's like real... It updates with like zero lag from what I can tell. I don't know if you guys would be able to see it. Hold on. Let's see if we can't make it visible. It's really fucking cool. Check that out. Hold on. Let me see if I can move it so that you can see it like happen in real time. It's so lame, but it's cool. Let's see. Wait, no, wrong. It's backwards. Like right up in your face. How cool is that? Yeah, that's fucking sick. I did. I got macarooned. You penis head. Yeah, that's what it looked like. All right, Dobu says haiku nihon ni something. That's not kairitai. Nah. I don't know that kanji, but I know tai and na. So you want to hurry up and do something, but I don't know what it is. What does that kanji mean, Dobu? Honestly, if I had more money, Dobu, I would just like sponsor your visa. You could move out here and be my fucking translator. Even though you're worried about the rules of Japan. A quest marker would have been better. Yeah, but you know, that's kind of the appeal of older games, is having to jump in and figure things out on your own. I guess on the positive side of things, we're not dealing with limited ammunition. So it is sort of just gated by how well you can play the game and engage with the combat. I would be in agreement with you if the game gave me limited resources and gave me this wide area to explore with random battles taking place. I'd probably want a quest marker if that were the case, but since there doesn't seem to be much of a penalty to exploration because my bullets are infinite, essentially, and I can keep shooting rabbits for health, it could certainly be worse. That's for sure. I'm hoping the next generation of consoles gets cool and experimental with the hardware like early 2000s. I want a controller that I'll never forget again. I've said this a million times on stream, but genuinely... Oh, Modoritai. Okay, I gotcha. I didn't know that was awesome. Yeah, I've said this before, but I think the VMU is like the most cool invention that video games ever came up with. I thought this was the future, honestly. I was like, dude, it's in your controller. You can save, like it's a memory card, but also... it has a screen on it, and you can, like, I thought that was fucking amazing. That was the future of video games to me. And while it's more convenient and easy to, hold on, to use like internal flash-based storage, it's like, it's not as cool as a VMU. It's nowhere near as cool as having a little screen, and you could play games on it. There's interactivity. It's not the same. It's hard to move overseas when I have a stressed out dog and a partner to contend with. My dog even stopped eating after the first week I was gone because he missed me too much. Well, you know, that's how you can tell how good a person is if they worry about their pets like that. But I would say you have no choice in the matter. There's nothing you can do. I'm gonna kidnap you and bring you over here so that I can live better. Hoping the next... Oh, I already read that. I'm dumb. There is something to be said about how grunge is supposed to sound, though. All those post-grunge bands like Creed, Three Doors Down, Nickelback, Puddle of Mud, all shot for a very specific sound. Yeah, I would say those bands all sound similar, and they were influenced by grunge, but I would say the grunge bands that influenced them just have such a different sound from each other. It's very hard to put them in the same genre, in my opinion. And I am the most wise and learned man on earth. You piece of shit. See, they fucking... As soon as you pull out your gun, they start running. It doesn't matter. You can't sneak up on them. And And they run like fucking doofuses, by the way. I wish the VMU had continued. Yeah, man, it was so fucking perfect. Mike Larry says, which emulators do you recommend for Windows? PS2 and PS1. So I'll tell you, I've been out of the emulator scene for a very long time. I would say DuckStation, as far as I know, is a really good, really high compatibility emulator for PS1 on Windows. I don't know what's the best PS2 emulator at the moment, because it's been so long since I fucked around with PS2 emulation. Back in my day, it was... oh, fuck, what was it? Not... I'm level 4 now. Not EPSXE. That's PS1. This is going to kill me. Hold on. I have to look this up now. It's been a very long time since I've messed around with emulation. All right, let's see. PCSX2. I used to use PCSX2. I couldn't tell you if a better emulator is cropped up. I have to assume that one has. But I like PCSX2 because it's what I'm used to. It's what I remember. That's quite the thought experiment. How do bands sound similar by being influenced by bands that sound differently? So I would imagine the stuff that came from grunge is by taking the very disparate elements that were relatively similar in grunge bands. Because there were elements that you could say were similar between, let's say, Alice in Chains for some reason was considered a grunge band. They weren't. But stuff like Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, and Soundgarden, there is an emphasis on heavy distortion as far as guitars go, which you could say that about everything, but we're fucking grasping at straws at the moment, right? So you take sort of the almost non-existent similarities and put them all together, and if you're not very musically creative, it's pretty easy to see how you could... So I guess as I level up, I fight more monsters, because that tends to be my experience so far. Oh my god. You... Oh, you fucking asshole. I had one shot. This is what Eminem was talking about. Back in my day, says the man not even old enough to remember the moon landing. PS2 emulation becoming popular was our moon landing. My generation's moon landing. I really want to play SH2, but I'm too lazy to play anything not on Steam. Yeah, I get that. I mean, here's how you take care of that, Benny. Install Silent Hill 2 on PC. Install the Enhanced Edition. And then run the .exe through Steam as a fucking front end. Bob's your uncle. Bam. You're in. Yeah, honestly, Enhanced Edition, Silent Hill 2, is very like any mod that has its own standalone. Fuck me, I keep forgetting to heal. Oh, I'm so fucking mad. Oh, that's all right. That's okay. Okay. Jared, have you heard about the Pixel FX chip coming out for the PS2? They finally have native HDMI like the PS Digital. I'm hyped. Yes, I have heard about that, and I can't fucking wait. I need to find an installer here in Japan, though. Either that, or I know a few installers just from like Twitter and YouTube and stuff, and maybe I could talk them into making a special case for me, and I'll just pay them whatever extra the shipping is or whatever. But most US-based installers aren't going to ship to Japan. And I don't know that I know enough like technical Japanese to communicate with a mod installer. And then that plus that being sort of heavily regulated here in Japan, where they've made it sort of illegal to modify consoles and stuff. I don't know how easy it's going to be. So I might have to pay like a lot of money to ship something to the States and have it shipped to me. Or really at that point, I'd probably just buy a PS2, have it shipped to a modder's house, and then have them ship it to me. Because I would spend less money buying a used PS2 than I would shipping my PS2 to a modder, I think. But I can guarantee you, day one, as soon as humanly possible, I'll have that PS2 fucking HDMI kit. Oh, imagine how good PS2 would look at native fucking uncompressed, pure digital video. Oh, beautiful. Masahiro Ito said the Silent Hill 2 remake's really good. Interesting. I never saw that. That's cool. In Reserve Production says, instructions unclear. I have now Invidec Malaysia. I don't know what any of that means. Did I give you instructions? Have I caused you to do something to Malaysia I'm not aware of? I know you're more of a 2D fighter guy, but the Tekken 8 trailer lately has been insane. Between Tekken 8 SF6, it's about to be a really good time to be a fighting game fan. Honestly, yeah, I've never been a Tekken guy. It's a better looking fighting game than Street Fighter 6, which is insane. To think that Capcom would lose to Tekken in a fucking graphics war, but that's what's going on right now. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I just don't like the look of SF6. Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and assume that shooting them is impossible. Like, it can't be done in the code of the game. I don't like the look of Street Fighter 6, and I haven't seen a character that I think I would probably enjoy playing. I just don't like any of their styles. And it seems so stupid, but like when I pick up a fighting game and I choose a main, it's not about their ranking on the tier list. It's not about anything for me other than their general style, like how they move, how they feel, the things that they say. And I can't tell you the criteria because I don't know what it is. It's just something appeals to me. When I first saw Armika in Street Fighter V, aside from the fact that she has a massive ass, which is big for me, I just knew, I was like, that's it. That's who I'm going to play. I don't even like grapplers, honestly. But something about Armika just immediately spoke to me, and I haven't had that same reaction from any Street Fighter 6 character. Although I might settle for Cammy. I love Cammy a lot. What's a dope fighting game for PS1? Ooh, okay. Any of the OSCO 120% games is pretty fucking sick. And there's definitely a few on PS1. Oh, I got him. Yes. Yeah. And David fucking donated at the same exact time. He knew. He knew it was going to fucking happen. Thank you very much, David. He says, I believe, what is that, $10? I don't know what the denomination is, but I think it's $10. Thank you, dude. I'm spreading false information. He never said it was cool. He just posts a bunch of art he does, or did for it. Usually in response to people complaining about stuff regarding... I see. You false son of a bitch. Jared is on GIF only. No, I don't like fucking GIF at all. And it's... I don't like his style. I don't like slow characters, which is why I usually don't like grapplers. But, I don't like the idea of doing full 360s with a fucking stick. That seems really annoying, so I would never fuck with GIF. Fuck. This is... Watch, I'm dying the same exact spot. You gotta stay on your fucking toes. Alright, where's the other one? Let's do it. Are you a grappler guy, Jared? No, not really. I just like Mika. I don't think I've ever actually played a grappler outside of Mika. But Mika has a... almost like a rushdown style, which is what I liked about her. She's a more agile grappler. But I might be tempted to give other grapplers a try now that I've warmed up to Mika. And Mika, she was my main for a very long time, so I got really good with Mika. Like, I don't know if it means anything, but I was gold ranked, and so I was like super gold in Street Fighter 5. So I played a lot of online matches. I got pretty okay with Mika. Although my fucking execution is still shit. I know, I'm an inside man. I glow in the dark. I knew as soon as I fucking heard from you, David. I was like, this fool fucking glows. Okay, that was on me. I've liked SF6's art so far. That's hard to say. But I get that shift was controversial, and I think some fans thought they'd overdid it. I can see where they're coming from. Yeah, for me, honestly, I think there's some objective metrics in the sense that I feel like a lot of the flashiness of the effects, the hit effects, and when you activate certain modes and stuff, might get in the way of competitive play. The same way that I think Killer Instinct does a really bad job of making their screen easily readable on the fly because of all the effects that are going on. But that might just, it might just be me, and I can kind of, I'm fine with that. For me, Street Fighter 6's style is just, it just isn't speaking to me. It's not getting me, you know what I mean? So it's not like I have like a genuine issue with it that can be explained. It just doesn't appeal to me. Zangief's appeal is not in his gameplay. It's his character design. Is it really? I mean, I like his character traits. I like how obsessed with muscle he is. And he blocked like an axe hit with his beefy chest muscles. I mean, I like that, but Mika's also thick. She is. She's so fucking thick. And honestly, they have like payment plans for figures, and they have that one statue of Mika that looks so good, and I think I might do the payment plan thing. I mean, I can't afford to spend $300 on any statue at all. But, like 20, 30 bucks a month, maybe. I could afford that. Macy Curtis says, Jared ignores me. For attention, Peanut Butter Orgy Masquerade is a cool name for a hardcore band. You know what? Let's take out some of that and just say Orgy Masquerade. Boom, you got yourself an industrial band right there. More than art style, what's turning me off for SF6 is the animation. I find it super awkward. From what I've seen, what I don't like about SF6 is how contingent it is on single hit pokes and like 3-hit strings. I really like Street Fighter 5 because it had a really fluid kind of flow to it. As I was playing the game, you just fall into a flow, and the input windows just mesh really well with the timings needed to keep like a corner carry going or something. And with Street Fighter 6, it seems to be just contingent on like single hits, and then like turning that single hit into like a 2-hit string or a 3-hit string, and then maybe if you have some like meter. You could like you could hope for like 5 hits on a combo or something like that. And it's, I don't know, it's seeming to me, and I know this is always a complaint, but it's seeming to me like they're trying to market towards casual players or make it easier for casuals to get into the game. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but I do think you should probably know your audience a little better. And Street Fighter V did really, really well. And I think Street Fighter V did a great job of catering to its competitive crowd, and that's probably why it did so well. And I think the money that they spent on R&D to make sure that Street Fighter 6 tests well with casuals is going to be money not well spent, because at the end of the day, it's not casuals who buy all your DLC. It's not casuals who participate in the tournaments that makes you a shit ton of money and offers free advertising for you. It's the competitive crowd, and the competitive crowd is what kept Street Fighter V afloat, and it kind of makes me mad that Street Fighter 6, they're saying like, we don't want that anymore. You guys, you served your purpose. Now it's time for the people who don't play fighting games to pay us. I don't know, that kind of pisses me off. It reminds me of Squaresoft, where they're like, I mean, yeah, we're a big company because of RPG fans who enjoy our content when we made RPGs, but like, we're not making games for you. Fuck, man. Love Corpse. Hold on, let's see here. Rabu Corporation. Rabu Corporation. Okay, I had to read the katakana. You're in Japan a few months and you're already buying figures. I came to Japan with a lot of figures. If it makes you feel any better, this is an ongoing problem of mine. I don't know what I would use that. Oh, there we go. Finally. Oh, you're right. E. Smith, I probably should save right now. You're 100% correct. Trent Reznor would like to know your location. I bet he would, that motherfucker. All right, so why are there first aid stuff everywhere that I can't get a hold of? Jared, surprised you haven't touched Tomb Raider. I seem to have a thing for video game girl asses. Lara Croft might be your type. I used to really get into Lara Croft in the PS1 generation. Obviously, I was going through puberty at the time, which may have influenced it. But I used to have a wall on my, like in my room, that was dedicated to pictures, like cutouts from magazines of Lara Croft. Because I used to get a lot of game mags back in the day. And, you know, Lara Croft was everywhere in advertising. So I would cut out wherever she would show up in gaming magazines and put her up on my wall. I had my little wall of Laura. It was nice. I want a black muscle t-shirt with your face plastered in front to wear to the gym. Like a genuine picture of my face, because we can make that fucking happen for sure. You know what? I should sell muscle tees. So it's kind of interesting making this character Silent Pro Tag. So we have some first aid sprays, shotgun shells. Can't use the stick. Okay, so we're pretty much finished here. Oh shit, alright Dobu. Thinking about not waiting as long and just going back to Japan in October for the next next event I was talking about, but I'd have to work if I went there. Well, you know, I would say that would be worth it, but I'm not the one working it. Well, I guess I am working a job out here. Your work is significantly harder than mine, though, to be fair. Shredward says, you can use a manual camera to pick up first aids in the environment. No, can I? Oh, fuck. Okay, let's do that then. Hold on. How do I use the manual camera? Let's get back in there and let's see. Jared, we must chase aesthetics. You're right. We absolutely must. Oh shit, Hasty Refresh. What's up, dude? I finally catch one of your streams just as I'm going to bed. Glad to see you. Fuck yeah, man. It's been a while. RE Revelations Jill had fucking cake, bro. She was looking good. Nice set of lips on her. Okay, how are we... No, it's not with a trigger. Not with a trigger. Triangle? No. X? No. I don't see that there's like a manual camera mode. Is something I'm missing? Benny says, I'd go to Japan for the Rainbow Six Japan League Finals, but I know zero Japanese and it's all casted in Japanese. I didn't know Rainbow Six was big here. That's interesting. I've seen a lot of Dead by Daylight, like merchandise and stuff in train shops. I don't know if that means it's popular here or if someone's spending a lot of money to advertise here, but I feel like if you're going to do an ad campaign as big as what I've seen, there has to be a market for you to market to. I never got into Lara Croft. I wish I did, though. If you know what I mean. Cough, cough, wink, wink. You know, anal. It's very subtle, but I like it. SF5 had an extremely rocky start and is more of a comeback story. Alienating casual games is a really bad move for fighting games, in my opinion. Competitive players are buying no matter what. They are. So that being the case, I think that there's a lot that goes into fighting games nowadays that it doesn't need to be insane. For example, Tekken does not cater to a casual crowd in the fucking most like conservative definition. Like you don't see that in that scene. But still, Tekken is able to make a shit ton of money. I think it's not so much about not catering to casuals. It's more about only catering to your core base. And while Street Fighter V did have a rocky start, the rocky start was less of a rocky sales start and more of a rocky reception. Street Fighter V sales had it doing pretty well compared to Street Fighter 4 out of the gate. What really killed Street Fighter V was bad reviews from people who don't play fighting games saying like, oh, it only had this many characters. That's fucking lame. And it's like, yeah, it did, and that is true. And maybe I'm biased because it had the only character I wanted to play from the start. But from the very start, people were upset it didn't have a story mode. And it's like, the competitive community built Street Fighter V, period, the end. Like, all of its success is not from casual play. Like, period, the end. A majority of its success came from the competitive crowd. And that's the crowd that is going to buy the game in order to get into the market. Now, what you want to do as a fighting game creator is you want to ensure that you make something that is going to win people over after, like for example, like let's say you have Tekken players. You want to make Street Fighter V good enough that Tekken players want to play it because they want to get into the competitive scene. They want to be a part of that hype, right? So I think it's not so much about not catering to casuals, but it's about more catering to your base. For example, when you're Squaresoft and you make a role-playing, or you make a new Final Fantasy game, it's not a role-playing game, and it doesn't do well. Is it because people hate Final Fantasy, or is it because you didn't cater to the base of Final Fantasy fans, which are fans of role-playing games? I think people tend to have a very odd understanding of what makes video games successful. There are situations where you can run into like, wow, that was a crazy, like, who would have thought this game would blow up and be popular? For example, Demon's Souls. For all intents and purposes, that should not have been a big fucking release. Like, nobody should have been interested in Demon's Souls. But it offered something very unique at the time, and it was something that people didn't know they wanted until they got it. And that's like an interesting idea, but that's not, you can't base a business model around that, right? So instead, what you can do is you can make sure that your game release is catered towards the type of people who are most likely to play it. So if you're making a Resident Evil game, the reason RE6 sold really well, because RE6 was kind of infamous, and they spent like a majority of the money they budgeted for making it on advertising, which helped also. But the reason why RE6 wasn't accepted very well is because it didn't cater to the crowds that enjoyed it. Like Resident Evil 4 was not a Call of Duty style game, right? It wasn't a game that, like, for COD heads. Like, that wasn't a thing. But when you made RE6, you made it for people who were into modern action games, and that just wasn't what Resident Evil was, and people sort of lambasted it for that. Even though as a stupid action game, it did its job really well. And I think Street Fighter is making the same mistake. They're like, okay, so Street Fighter V, rocky start, right? But a majority of its profit came in the form of the competitive crowd. And they're like, okay, this is good. So when the next one comes out, what are we going to do? Well, obviously, focus on the casual crowd, which last time didn't make us any money. Not take video games out of the equation as a business move. That's really stupid. What happened to the woman with big lips? Weird lips. She went to sleep, and we're about to go back to her. Douglas Monroe, you've been a member way longer than 3 months, right? Thank you for re-upping, by the way. Favorite heroine in gaming is Norika, or however you spell her name. The chick from Heavenly Sword. She was smoking hot. Game hasn't aged well, though. You know, it's interesting. I just watched a video about Heavenly Sword yesterday. I think it was a Austin Eruption video. Yeah, I think the big thing about Heavenly Sword for me was the screen tearing. I really didn't like the screen tearing. It bothered the shit out of me. I still want a remake or continuation of Brave Fencer Musashi. Oh, don't do that. Don't say that to me. Don't give me hope. Oh, I love Brave Fencer Musashi so much. And I would really like to know, do you maybe L&R together? No, I want to, how do you do that, like, free look that they were talking about? None of my buttons do it. Catering to casuals is exactly what saved Tekken. Tekken Tag 2 catered to the competitive player, sold 1.5 million. Tekken 7, then set to be the final entry, catered to casuals and sold 10 million. Did Tekken 7 cater to casuals? No, I think the reason for Tekken Tag 2 not doing very well was more complex than just it catered to the competitive crowd. That was like a weird moment in the series, and they had the Resident Evil problem. You know, Resident Evil, a lot of people say that, like, when people comment on how well Resident Evil Remake did, and they're like, oh, well, it did really poorly at first. And it did. But you would have to be kind of crazy to say, well, that was a Resident Evil problem. People were tired of Resident Evil games. At the time, that was put on a console that people didn't play for Resident Evil games, and it was a console that didn't sell well at the moment that RE Remake had come out. The GameCube didn't fucking do very well right out of the gate. And I think Tekken Tag 2 it was bad fucking timing. Tekken Tag 2 was not that far after Tekken Tag. And I think the fact that it wasn't like... It was called Tekken Tag 2, which, if you're gonna fucking ask me, sounds like a spin-off, offshoot type of deal. You probably shouldn't expect it to do as well as the mainline series, as well as a Tekken 7, 6, whatever. I think that there's a lot of criteria that go into that isn't just, well, this released and it did poorly. I have no idea what DMT Infinity is up to. Okay, only when you're inside, you have to hold a button, use a stick at the same time. Not sure what button to be on. Okay, let's see. Let's go in here and we'll see if we can trigger it. It was a GameCube exclusive, that's why. Yeah, which explains why it did really well when it was ported to other consoles. But that's what I'm saying is when you see a game that doesn't do well, you can't assume the reason why. Okay, so it's not A. Okay, it's definitely not A. Okay, yeah, I think the consensus was Tekken 7 catered to casuals, relatively speaking, at least in the community. Okay, I'm not a Tekken guy, so you very well may be right about that. I think the more recent Tekken entries that were incredibly popular, are those also titles that cater to casuals? Okay, it's not a trigger. It's Y. Okay. I think it's Y. All right. So let's go back. So if I do this, maybe if I go down, can I pick that up? No? I would like to. Okay, it's not letting me do anything. RE4 Dick Rider with $5. Thank you very much, man. RE6 could never compare to how great RE4 is. Even though it improved the gameplay mechanics in every way, that's nothing compared to Leon's one-liners. You're doing a very good job of this, by the way. Okay, so there's not... let's see what she has to say, maybe. I think the GameCube was a solid console, but most of my nostalgia memories were on the PS2. The PS2 has just had a variety of games. That's true.
Looks like you've been to the stone hut. What's that?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Brought the radio back.
So this is all we had to do.
It won't work, you know. I try to get the news through the radio, but we're too high up for that. A newsflash from the world of the living won't do as much good anyway. But, you know what? I got an idea. I think there's something here that we can both use. Want to hear it? It's
yes. Fluffy ga chatto ni harimashita. Sure have, dude.
I'm a poet. Someone who happened to read a poem of mine wrote and recorded this tune. I even got a letter once from someone who heard the song. Poetry to me, it's like creating my own microcosm.
I don't care.
A sanctuary of comfort. It was probably, no, it must have been the end of another sad day when I wrote this poem.
Interesting.
I saw this place.
Oh, my chest is...
It was beautiful.
my boobies.
As far as the eye could see. And I was counting roses. There's yellow and red and lavender. Hundreds of roses. So beautiful. You could lose yourself in them. In this shiny white world.
There better be a reason for this.
I wanted so much to go there. A warm, gentle place.
So I assume they're humanizing her before she turns, right?
Well, there's one thing I could say for sure about my life. I had a second chance. I wouldn't want to be born as myself again. No way.
It's negative.
Anything but that. I don't want to go through it again.
No.
My father's accidental.
We have a war going on. RE6 Enjoyer with $5. Thank you, by the way. RE4 has nothing on RE6.
At first,
Nothing is better than
I
PS.
tried escaping through drugs. Then
Listen, boys.
I learned to create my own little
No need to fight.
poetry. It was a place where there was no memory of my parents' death. And I could just
Oh, Ross Bird, what's up, man? How you doing? Considering I love RE0 through 5, I'll probably enjoy it.
And I realized something.
What are we talking about?
Every
Oh, I noticed how you didn't include 6 in that. How dare you?
thousands of poems. They're so sad.
I want all the smoke.
The player ate my tape. Great. We can't listen to the radio, and now we have no tape player.
Which is okay, honestly, because you're kind of bumming me out.
You can have it.
Is that the seam where the texture
Consider it a
gets
gift.
mirrored? I think it is.
Broken tape player and a pulverized poem of mine.
Like, you see the seam that's going straight down her face?
And I thought a little music would be good for our morale. You know,
I liked RE6 over RE4. I hated the aiming and shooting
else I
mechanics
don't
of 4.
understand.
I think there's a lot of things that 6 did better than 4. I think if you had a game that controlled and played like
So why
6,
hasn't
but
he
had the
evolved?
functional
Can you
framework of 4 in terms of progression
anything at all from the last 8 days?
and overall story development, I would like it much better. I think if I could pin,
Someone else.
if I could like cherry pick certain aspects of 6 and then make a new RE game out of them, it would be so much better. Let's take the Leon story path. You make a full story out of that.
If we could only find her, you know, she might know about this other person.
I should probably be
I'm sure of it.
paying attention to this though. Either way, I think that there's a good game inside 6. You just need to trim some of the fat away from it. I hit my controller. I tell you what, guys, I think I'm going to call it here. I am very fucking hungry right now. I think it's time for me to chow down. But I appreciate everybody hanging out with me today. This is a really fun stream. It was good to have you guys. Ooh, Dylan Nelson, first off, thank you for the $2. Operation Raccoon City Gang, rise up. Op Raccoon City is genuinely really fun. It honestly really is. I don't want to brag, but I have 100 skills, so you guys can't really fuck with me. So, Jerry Conflict Profiteer. No, you guys don't fight. Here's some reasons to fight. Nothing in top RE dead aim. Honestly, Liebe, I'm right there with you. I am right there fucking with you. Dobu coming. First off, thank you for the $10, Dobu. Screw RE4 and 6. We stand Umbrella Chronicles in this house. Honestly, okay. I like Umbrella Chronicles. I think I'm a Dark Side Chronicles guy. If we could somehow strip the camera shake from Dark Side Chronicles, we have a fucking perfect video game. It's so good. Anyways, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. This has been a very, very fucking fun stream. I probably should allow the stream to go on longer and see if we can't get some more Resident Evil infighting donations, but I can't milk you guys like that. I very much appreciate you spending your time with me today. 160k, fucking dope, right? Here's hoping the next time we'll do another stream when it's like 200k. We'll celebrate for sure. But I appreciate you guys. If you are here and you're brand new, first off, thank you for stopping by. But if you've been here for a while, I genuinely couldn't do this without you. I'm very thankful for how lucky I am. And you guys factor into that luck. The fact that you found my channel is lucky, but the fact that you subscribed to it or maybe supported it or liked it or shared a video or joined up on Patreon or whatever else it was is the reason why I'm able to keep doing this. So it is very much appreciated. Thank you guys all very, very much. I will see you all later. Please make wise choices. Don't drive drunk. And play a game today that you've been meaning to, but you just haven't gotten around to. For whatever reason, you haven't had a chance to pick it up, or maybe you just haven't felt like it. Make today be that day, and then you might end up loving it. I will see you guys later. Thanks so much. Mwah. Bye.